Dobry den,
Zdravejte.
and welcome back to our little Bulgarian adventure.
Well, we've had quite a lovely week this week, weather-wise.
Every ways.
Every ways, really.
Every ways.
But particularly weather-wise, it's been warm and it's stayed warm and it's approaching a heat wave.
Well, yes, we're at forecast temperatures of over 30 in the next few days. So.
Yeah, so we're expecting that heat wave to last, 3 months, I guess. We'll see.
So thank you to everybody for all my birthday wishes for last Friday. I do appreciate it. It was lovely. I had a lovely quiet day here at home. So it's a national holiday here in Bulgaria,
yeah.
So restaurants and things like that are all booked up with prom parties, I think, aren't they?
I believe
graduation parties.
Yes, I believe so.
It's the school graduation day for high school students. So we don't tend not to go out actually on my birthday.
We went out the next day though.
We did. We went to Palomazza.
Yes. And what did you do there?
I bought plants. So thank you very much, Mavis, for my birthday money.
Yes, the man on the plant store was very pleased.
Adam was, are you sure? Are you sure we need this many?
And a boot full of plants.
It's wonderful. Last time I did that, the dogs destroyed most of them because we had the puppies not long afterwards.
Yes. So
I'm hoping these ones will last longer.
Fingers crossed. Once they get established, they'll keep coming back, won't they?
They will. They are all perennials.
See, I'm learning slowly. But it was also nice to see all our friends at Palomazza.
Yes, make good touch base with them.
Yeah. And then we kind of eased our way into the week.
We did.
I have some really good news. Wood processing is finished. There's a little bit of mulching for Max to do, but the actual cutting and stacking and all that stuff, it's done.
Yeah, all done. By the end of May.
Yeah, as promised.
You got to your deadline.
Yeah, please, I work to deadlines, yes. Yes. So, other things we've been doing, we had a day out this week.
We did. We went to visit some friends.
And here's just a little taste of, well, more the journey than the visit. Have a look at this. We had a trip out this week, and part of the journey to where we were going took us through the Targovishny Gorge. This road is part of the main route between Varna to the east and Sofia to the west. This section is between Targovishny and Omatarga. The gorge is around 5 kilometres long and crosses the western end of the Preslavska Planina, or the Preslav Mountains. It's very picturesque. Let's enjoy the view. And here we are at the end of our journey. You may recognise the little church on the left, or maybe the gates in front of us. If you don't, maybe you'll recognise this view. As the saying goes, if you know, you know.
Yes, we had a lovely lunch with friends.
We did indeed.
Thank you very much, Tony Rich. It was lovely.
Yes, and if you don't know who they are, you did recognise the gate or the view. It's Ant and Dick's Excellent Adventure.
Yes, and they have their YouTube channel. I'm sure you'll put a link somewhere. But yes, and Max says thank you very much for the biscuits. He really did appreciate them.
Although they didn't last very long.
No.
Strange that. Yeah, so that was another piece of Bulgaria we hadn't seen before.
Yes, first time we've been to that part of the country. So
yeah.
It was lovely, very, very pretty. But as is all of Bulgaria.
Yeah. Yes, as Dick likes to say, wherever you are in Bulgaria, there's a view.
There certainly is.
Yeah.
So we came back and carried on working with the garden. I think I've nearly got all my plants in now. I think I've got one honeysuckle to find a home for.
And I've started prep for the summer kitchen, which is going in the garden as well. In fact, this is where we're at. So we've reached a stage where we've almost finished all the wood processing. I've got maybe a couple of hours left to do. Max has got some mulching left, but that's it. And within our deadline of the end of the month. So now we can turn our attention to this area. This is where our summer kitchen's going. Now you can see we've already got the tap, so we've got a water supply. That'll need changing. We've got the washing line in the way. That'll need moving. We've got various flower beds to sort out, make sure we've got the right amount of space. So before I can actually start digging to lay the foundation, we've got some jobs to do first. So let's crack on with those. One thing we've got to sort out is this flower bed. Now it's a bit too long, it was encroaching into the area we wanted to use for our summer kitchen. So what we're, yes I know. So what we're having to do is we're having to shorten it but widen it. So we've had various bits of wood, you can see the surrounds on the wood on the flower beds. We've got to cut those to size, put them in place and change the shape of this flower bed. And another factor that may not be readily apparent is that this ground here isn't level. It's higher in the middle than around the edges. The corner nearest you is lower than the corner over here, which is lower than these. So we'll have to level this out as well before we can put the foundations down. But before we do any of that, let's get on and do the preparation work. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, what's going on? Adam's gardening. Well, this isn't gardening. This is just a bit of digging. I count this as construction. That's the earth dug over and we've put in the wood that we're using to line the edges of the bed. I've got a bit of filling in to do around the front and the side. For that I'm going to go and get some of the soil that I dug out when I was draining the puddle out the front. Bring that in and use that. It's good quality soil. It's sitting there waiting for us to use it, so that's my next job. Well, it's been a little while now and I handed over the reins to Lynne. She's potted up some of the plants that she got for her birthday, plus some of the stuff that was already in the bed. Got all gone back in, and that's that bed complete. So we can now move on with the next bit. Another area of the garden that's seen a bit of a transformation is this bed here. Now, last Saturday when we went to Palamatsa, Lynne bought a lot of plants with her birthday money. And she's been planting them, and this is part of the result. So it looks like all of Lynne's hard work is paying off.
Doesn't look like it in the woodland at the minute because having focused on the garden a little bit more this week, the trimming's fallen behind.
And as you know, you can't leave that for a week.
No.
Not this time of year.
But we should catch up next week with that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Although in the heat, it'd be quite nice in the woodlands because it's shaded.
Yes, hopefully.
Yeah.
Not convinced.
We'll see.
Just early morning starts, I think. That's the key to this time of year.
Yeah, and afternoons in the hammock. Perfect.
I think that's probably about it for us this week.
Yes, I think we brought you up to date. So until next week, it's time for us to say,
Stay safe.
be well.
Doskoro.
Doskoro.